Hi everybody, Dave here. It's really good to be back, to be well enough to be even thinking about it. A couple of weeks ago, that seemed like a long way away. I want to pay tribute to my friend Linda Herbert, and I would like you all to go on Twitter and tell her how grateful you've all been. She's been a great presence on here, and she's kept things going and stepped in at very short notice when I took ill. But please say thank you to her. Be much appreciated. One of the reasons I'm keen to get back is that the Ordinary Office was always meant to be an online thing, and it was always meant to be a place where people who were isolated could see that there were other people praying. And the way that we do that via the Ordinary Office is to go online and say the prayers yourself, and then at the end you click the Amen button and you're added to the count. When we've been doing it by video, people haven't been going on and clicking that account. So the numbers have been falling. So let me tell you why I think that's important. We're not in the game of just numbers. That's not what we're about. But we do need to let people know that there are other people there. And that is one of the ways that we can do that. That's number one. Number two is that we're trying to expand the project. And to expand the project, we need funds. To get funds, we need data to prove the need. And the only way we get data is when people go online, say the office, and click the Amen button, and we get data. And then we've got an argument to go to funders with and say, look, that's how many people are saying this every day. That's what we anticipate the need to be. So that's why we're asking you to go back from now on. I will post every day a tweet letting you know what time of day we're in, what phase of the day that we're in, whether it's the morning prayer phase, the midday prayer phase, evening prayer phase, night phase. And occasionally, when I am awake and troubled during the night, I'll come on and I'll do nocturne. But nocturne is not meant to be said as part of the routine. That is for the exceptions, for the nights that you're not asleep. So that's how we want to do things from now on. But once again, I want to thank Linda. She's been great. I think it was important that we did things the way we did it at the beginning of this crisis, but since we can't see an end to it at the moment, it's also important that we get back to normal and gather that data and show the people who are online that they're not alone. They can watch that Amen button. They can see the count rising even as they're praying and know that they're not alone. But please, please, please thank Linda. I'm so grateful to her for what she's done while I've been ill. I'm not back to 100% yet, but I'm well enough to sit at this computer and do what I do. And that's enough for now. And who knows where all this is going to lead us. But what I know is the Disability of Jesus and the Ordinary Office have been pioneers of online church. And now that online church is becoming the hip and cool thing to do, I'm quite sure there are going to be fairly major conversations happening around the major denominations about the future. And I'd like to feel that we've earned the right to have a seat at that table. And I'd like to be able to produce the data that I can turn to those larger denominations and say, look, this is what we've done. This is why we deserve a seat at that table. Let us help you steer the future and what online looks like, because we know that this is where disabled people live all the time, not just during this current crisis. It's where they've lived for years, and it's where they'll carry on living afterwards. And we represent those people, the people who've always been online, the people who will continue to be online. disabled people, isolated people, people who are in some way exiled from church. Anyway, thanks for listening. Please now go on to the Ordinary Office website and say Night Prayer and click that Amen button and give me the pleasure of watching those figures start to rise. Good night, God bless.